Hello friends, with you again, the MovieCap channel. Today we present to your attention a horror drama film called Sweetheart. If you are well settled, then we have started. The film begins with a black girl named Jen waking up on a deserted island. Jen looks around and finds her friend Brad unconscious a short distance away. The girl screams for help at the top of her voice. When he gets no response, Jen drags him to shore and pulls the rock out of his stomach to help him. Brad asks girl if you have seen him. Jen explores the island and finds Keiko's around and takes him to her friend Brad, who has been injured by a rock. Unfortunately, Brad has already left this world. Jen realizes she's alone on a desert island and searches around to find a bag full of things and a soda. After a while, he notices that someone came here with his family before him and takes the things he needs. Until evening, Jen covers her friend's corpse with leaves and spends the night under the leaves herself. The next day, Jen picks up some washed-up fish on the island and tries to clean it and eat it, but she can't. After a while, Jen notices that her friend Brad's corpse smells bad and decides to bury him. The next morning, Jen passes by her friend's grave and is horrified to see that someone has dug up the grave and dumped the corpse. Sensing that there is some kind of creature on the island, he prepares a weapon to defend himself. He looks around again and can't find anyone, and suddenly he notices something floating in the sea. Curious, Jen swims over there and finds some items. Looking for the owner of the item, he notices a large hole in the water and returns to the shore. When he opens the suitcase, he finds clothes that suit him. Jen hears a helicopter in the evening and fires a special gun to give it a warning signal. After the girl's signal, the helicopter does not turn back, but some creature appears in the water, noticing the signal. Jen gets scared and tries to run for cover. While he was silently hiding, the sound of the creature could be heard from a little further away. The next day, he finds a picture of the people who came here before and sees the creature with his eyes fixed on the picture. Terrified, Jen tries to leave the island, but she can't. He notices a hole on the island and enters it to hide from the creature. In the evening, when the girl is sleeping in the hole, the creature tries to break the hole. This wakes Jen up and tries not to make a sound. The next day, Jen wakes up safe and sound and prepares bait for the creature to get a closer look. In the evening, he hides aside and waits for the creature to come, and being sleepy, he does not see the creature come. The next day, he tries to hunt the creature again and sees a human corpse in the water. Jen uses a human corpse as bait, and in the evening sees the monstrous creature with her own eyes. The next day, he prepares a place for himself in the top of a tree to protect himself from the creature. Finally, when night falls, he wakes up hearing the creature's voice, and seeing him around, he is patient without making a sound. A terrible creature notices him and chases after him. Jen stabs the creature and seriously injures herself, while the creature manages to escape. The next day, Jen spots a leaking tent in the distance and rushes over to it. In the tent, he meets his friend Mia and his lover Lucas. After they get to shore, Lucas calms Jen down and tells her that it's all over. After treating them to soda and fish, Jen tells them about the monstrous creature here. They don't believe what Jenny says, so Jenny shows them the picture and says that she injured the creature and the blood is black. Jen convinces her boyfriend, Lucas, to leave and goes to get groceries herself. When he comes back with a week's worth of food, Lucas and Mia say they're going to rest on the island for a few days because they're exhausted. Jen says it's too dangerous to stay here, but Lucas convinces her to wait a day, saying he's exhausted from being at sea for weeks. Jen realizes that the creature is dangerous and decides to leave the island alone, but is stopped by Mia in the head. Jen wakes up in the evening tied to a tree and sees Mia in front of her. A few moments later, Lucas arrives and Jen expresses her frustration with him. While Jen and Lucas are arguing, Mia is attacked and injured by the creature. Lucas rushes to his side, but the creature cannot be stopped. At that moment, Jen grabs the rope and rushes to help, but the creature pulls Mia into the water and destroys her. The next morning, Jen climbs down from the tree and reassures Lucas that the creature won't be in the daytime. Lucas is still reeling from what happened last night. They fish together and take an inflatable boat out to sea and try to leave the island. While paddling, Lucas notices a creature moving in the water and they are attacked by the creature. The creature under the boat attacks them several times and takes Jenny with it. Jen injures him at the bottom of the water and the creature takes Lucas to the bottom of the water. Unable to help him, Jen turns back and makes a plan to get revenge on the creature. He makes weapons and traps the creature. At dusk, the creature approaches the fire and falls into a trap. Jen uses this to injure him several times with the gun. When the creature captures her, Jen stabs her with a sharp weapon and kills her. At the end of the film, we see Jen and the body of the creature lying on the ground. Thank you very much for watching us. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. Be healthy.